On the hotline, we bring in the driver of the number 38 Chevrolet for Turner Motorsports. Jason Leffler is in the house. Top of the morning, Jason.
What's up? 38 Great Clips Chevrolet.
38 Great Clips Chevrolet. Speaking of Great Clips, I think it's time to go see Lois this week. I'm looking kind of raggedy, looking kind of shaggy.
Maybe it's about time. Time to get a little trim.
Trim it up. All right, let's talk about road course racing over the weekend. Road America, Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Certainly was a lively event at times for you and a lot of other people on the racetrack there, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it was a good race for us. We just ran our own race. Had a really good finish coming on, but we ran out of fuel. So it's disappointing. It's the third time this year we've run short on fuel, and I don't know where we're going wrong, but it's taking us right out of the nationwide championship. So it's getting disappointing. But the car was good. We were, we had a top 5 going. If we didn't have those cautions, I think we would have ran 7th. So it was a good day for us, and no issues other than that in the race. And, I didn't really expect to run out of fuel because we pitted 2 laps later than everybody else, but we did. It was tight, but we figured everybody would run out before us, and we still ran out. So it's disappointing. So it's hard to stay motivated in weeks like that.
You make a comment like it's taken you out of the championship. The race fans will see you sitting 5th, 73 back. You feel that's not overcomable, or you can recover from that?
I mean, you will keep digging and every week, but I mean it's a race and a half out. Whoever's, I think Reed's leading, so he could sit home at Daytona and we would still only make 43 points up on him if we won. So I mean, yeah, it's pretty hard with the level of competition there is in the Nationwide Series. You can't have mistakes like that. And we haven't had any really bad luck on the racetrack, knock on wood. We've had some good runs, and lately we've had some really fast cars. Eddie Pardue and all the guys are doing a great job, but we just can't get to the end of these races. So, but we're working hard, and maybe this weekend we'll turn it around in Daytona.
Overall, you guys, at one point, I think you had, 4 of the top 5 or 4 of the top 10 out of Turner Motorsports there at Road America with Ricky Carmichael in the mix as well. Yeah,
I mean, it was a great day for us all. Jim would have him to Justin. I mean, he had the race won there at the end and drove a superb race, and to run out of fuel like that, disappointing for everybody. But Reed came along and won. So I guess from a team aspect, it was a good day. But from the 38 team, it was a disappointing day to not finish. But it was a great day because we ran so well and had a really smooth race up until that point.
What about the aggressive nature of road course racing, Jason? We talked to you last week. You said you like it. It's different. Road America, for sure, a cool racetrack. What we saw Sunday with the Sprint Cup Series, I thought was much more aggressive and a lot of payback and retaliation that I didn't see Saturday with you guys. Am I right in that observation?
Yeah, I just think it was the heat of the moment there out there in at Sears Point. For us, I mean, it got aggressive at the very end, but until that point, everybody was spread out running their own race. Those restarts are really hard on the road courses. It's easy to track this. It's hard to pass, so it's easy to move a guy or two, and everybody gets bottled up getting into the first, second corner, and it's easy to kind of slide into a guy. But yeah, that was some aggressive driving out there. Some mad drivers. It almost looked like an old short track race.
What you talked about fuel mileage. Is there how do you possibly plan for a triple overtime finish on a 4-mile road course? That's an extra half a tank of gas, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a great point. And like I said, we knew we were tight, but we didn't. There's definitely a big difference between some cars there. It seems like I think if that was the first time all year long we ran out, we would have said, well, it was just too tight. But it's a numerous times now. So. I don't know if we're just not getting it full on the last pit stop, or I think our calculations are good. I just think we just burned too much fuel. So yeah, it's hard. That track was so long. I mean, yeah, you're talking about 12, 16 miles. You're not talking about a mile or a mile and a half.
Yeah, well, and you bring up the fueling. At my end, I was working the race, and at my end of pit road, there were a couple other guys who didn't know if they got all the fuel in the tank with the new fueling system. Is that something you guys are still working through with the 38?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's working through it. That closed loop fueling system's tough. It's hard to know when you're full. It doesn't vent very well. So when the can starts to get empty, it starts working against itself.
All right, put that in the rearview mirror. We're going to Daytona Friday night under the lights down there. Based on what you guys did at Speed Weeks, is there any of that you're going to carry forward to Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, our car, our super speedway, the Great Clips Chevy is really fast on the super speedway. We've had some good runs going, and I look forward to working with Reed. I think we'll be hooked up, and we worked well in the past. And the two-car tango is going to be the thing. So Hendrick Motors run really, really good there. Cars are nice and sleek, so I look forward to having a good night Friday night. It's always fun in July at Daytona. I'd like to
And it looks like we have reached the gates of Cell Hell.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, here's the thing. What I was going to ask him is this two-car tandem thing. I keep going back to this. It's just that's the accepted practice. A couple of races ago, we were like, well, these guys don't know exactly how this is going to work or if it's going to be something we're going to see on a regular basis. This is it now, Bagman. There's no going back. I hate to say this, but there's no going back to the 30-car packs that we used to see at restrictor plate tracks.
We'll get back there eventually.
When?
When the pavement gives up a little bit.
I don't think it's the pavement. Here's why. I think the pavement plays into this. I want to ask Jason this because he drives these cars and we don't. I think the pavement plays into this, but I think it's these new cars. I think it's the combination of the pavement and these new cars. And now, in 2 years, you're going to have another new car.
Why don't we just don't make the bumpers line up?
Well, we'll get on the phone with Detroit right now. Let's go. Hey,
mess those bumpers
up. I don't think there was a point where I thought, wow, this is just going to play itself out. I really am not so sure right now. I think the two-car draft is going to be something that's going to be, I don't know if it'll be here as long as the last time when we first threw the plates on and we evolved to the 30 packs of cars, and that's been going on for 20 years, 25 years. I don't know if it'll last that long. I just think this is it. This is it. If you didn't like it, folks, I'm telling you, you're not going to like it anymore this weekend. If you loved it, you get it all over yourself because that's what you're going to see Friday night and Saturday night.
I think we will get back to it eventually. We need some pavement to give up, maybe move those bumpers around. I think that we will eventually work our way back towards it. However, it's going to take us a while to get there. I will be very honest with you. I still like restrictor plate racing.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, the two-car tandem has taken a lot of that excitement out of it for me now. I'm a 30-pack kind of guy. I like seeing cars stacked up 3 wide, 10 rows deep. I like that style of restrictor plate racing. I'm not a big fan of this two-car tandem thing.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I cannot not be truthful and objective here. I don't either. I don't. I like the ends of the races that we saw at Talladega. I like the ends of the races we had at Speed Weeks. But for me, getting there, it just wasn't as entertaining to me. It just wasn't. So, that's me.
Let's go back to the hotline and see if we got Jason back. Hey, man.
Hey.
There you go.
You got me?
Yeah, we got you. We're talking about this two-car tandem thing that you brought up, Jason. And I was saying, at this point, this is it, right? I mean, you guys know that this is how it's going to be. It's not a question of if it's going to be. It's how it's going to be. You guys have to draft in two-car tandems at Daytona and Talladega.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way this new car is put out. Until they come up with a situation where it doesn't work, it will be hard to do anything but the two-car tandem. So, yeah, like I said, Reed and I think with the Dollar General car, we'll work with him. And, you always get separated somewhat. So we got some teammates, Ricky Carmichael's driving this weekend. Justin, Allgaier. Obviously, there's enough of us. We're paired up pretty good. So, but, yeah, I mean, it's tough, man. You just pick your partner and you go.
Now, are you one of the guys that has the radio frequencies of more than just a couple of people that you'll be talking to?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I'm not one to get on it at somebody else's frequency, but I mean, everybody, you got to ask permission now. It's one rule NASCAR came up with, but there's a few other teams that have my frequency. I have theirs, and that way, if you do get down with 3 or 4 laps, in their frequency and make sure you're good to the end. Pretty much, but they tend to go whoever you're hooked up with, you're sticking with them, and because by the time you swap around, you're in trouble.
You guys have only had 2 races to do this two-car tandem thing. Have you gotten the hang of it? Has the field gotten the hang of it, or is it still a work in progress?
Well, I feel like I've gotten the hang of it. Justin has. Or at Turner, we have. We worked on that. Justin and I really worked on hard at Daytona in practice. It's not working on it. And, there's definitely it's not something you just go out there and you get the back bumper. It's hard to get to the back bumper. The guy in front of you got to work on it. The guy in front of you has to lift and hit the brakes. And once you get hooked in, it's almost like getting hooked into his trailer hitch, and then you go. But there's a technique to learn it.
Well, we wish you the best in trying to do it. The Subway Jalapeno 250 coming your way Friday night from Daytona. Jason Leffler and the rest of the NASCAR Nationwide Series under the lights there at the World Center of Racing. A race that you can hear live on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 beginning at 7:15 Eastern Time on Friday evening. Thanks for the time, and we'll talk to you soon. Best of luck this weekend in the Sunshine State.
All right, guys. Thank you.